Welcome to this week's episode of the 12squared podcast. Today's guest is software engineer Isreal Ufumaka. We talked about his passion for cryptocurrencies and how he writes about it. Welcome to this episode of the 12squared podcast by Base Note. Today's guest is Isreal Ufumaka. He's a developer, and I'm very glad that he's here with me. Isreal, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, Felix. How are you?
Doing great. Before we start off, can you give our listeners a brief introduction, or what you do and what your current job is?
Yeah, thank you, Felix. Um, my name is Isreal Ufumaka, has already been introduced. I'm a web developer, also doing more into server side and website building generally. I also function as data scientist and ML engineer. Quite a broad spectrum of jobs to do, but that's what you get. That's the advantage of being a freelancer. And over the past 3 4 years, I've worked in platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, Anytax, LaborX, and I've actually found them really interesting. And that's just the basic summary of my day-to-day life, basically. And I also write. Yeah, I'm also writing. Anything relating to machine learning and crypto. Yeah, I write, develop content as well.
Interesting, very interesting. So, how did your crypto journey start? How did you get into crypto as a topic?
Yeah, yeah, my crypto journey started in 2018, if I remember correctly. It started with a cryptocurrency called Electronium ETN. It was kind of interesting to learn about their cloud mining service. And that was the first thing I actually learned about crypto, and it drove me into studying and learning about BTC, ETN, and all the entire proof of work concept. Because back then I was also into research, so I was infatuated with the entire blockchain technology. So I actually learned about it from a research perspective. If you understand what I mean, more from an academics perspective.
Yeah.
Back then. So that's how it all started, down to investing in cryptocurrency like X, um, at that later part of 2018, and cryptocurrency like Gold Fund, others like BNB. Just a broad spectrum while I was learning. I didn't want to miss since I missed 2016, 2017. I did not want to miss 2018, but there was a downside to crypto in 2018.
Right.
So that's how
Yeah, I mean that's kind of I usually hear people getting into it at with the bull run, which was before this one. So yeah, this is usually how the crypto frenzy started at one point. You mentioned that you are a freelancer, and you mentioned that you are active on multiple freelancing platforms. Uh,
Yes.
how do you how do you use cryptocurrency in your daily business life? Like, do you receive payments, or do you only invest? Give us a quick overview.
Okay, yeah. So since I learned about platforms like Anytax, LaborX, and my SEO clerk, all making use of crypto, I kind of dropped Fiverr and Upwork because they weren't accepting, and I discovered that most customers actually want flexibility. You understand? So on Anytax and LabelX, I am at the receiving end of the crypto for payments, because customers just want to pay so easily and go about, and they don't want to care about the bank restrictions. While on when I'm on SEO Clerk, I usually pay and receive payments as well. So I use it for both ways when it comes to my freelance jobs.
All right. So what are the, like you said that you kind of got rid of Upwork and of Fiverr because of flexibility. Can you outline, can you elaborate a little more on that? Like
Yeah,
what
flexibility of payment. I mean, flexibility of payment. They restrict you to making use of receiving your payment from either PayPal or Stripe, and all those centralized systems. But with cryptocurrency, the beauty is the decentralization,
Yeah.
which which label X actually, I know with the extra accounts, it makes you more safe and secure, though you are in a decentralized system, but an escrow payment system actually makes you feel safe, and any tax does the same thing as well. So that's what I mean by the flexibility. Customers can easily pay in whatever. You don't care how they are paying. Or you're receiving in one cryptocurrency upon request, either BNB, Time X, ETN, Beast, anything, either on the Binance chain, on the ETH chain, or BTC directly. And some customers may just even ask, hey, can I get a wallet directly and pay you directly? So that's it.
Yeah. So how many different like coins do you hold, like type of coins?
I'm gonna laugh with that because if you've noticed from all I've said, I am like the jack of all trades. So I would quite a
Wow,
lot, quite a lot, quite a lot.
that's crazy. That's
From
crazy.
from the major big boys down to promising like everyone those driven by Elon Musk.
Yeah,
Or yeah, from big boys to little coins believing they have prospects, investing in projects. I believe they can make some amazing return in like a year or two, move into long-term investment rather than short-term.
yeah. Interesting. How do you even keep track of, like, if you own every single coin, how do you keep track of that?
Okay, now keeping track of that posed to be a problem. It happened since I started off just buying and splitting. For example, I had a project in 2018, $1,000 investment in 2019, and that proved to be a problem because managing it was difficult and keeping multiple crypto portfolios across different wallets and across different portfolio managers was also a problem. So I started writing on my diary manually, which is very arcade, very, very arcade, manually on that stating on my diary on this platform, I own this amount, and at this particular time, this is the what, and this is the total amount. But it's very arcade and it's very
Crazy.
arcade.
So you use pen and paper, right?
Oh yes, I do a traditional accounting.
Wow. Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting. Have you ever looked for any other like solution, like a software solution for accounting,
Yeah,
crypto?
I have looked for a software solution for accounting. But the problem I have had over the years is trust. Don't know if you understand. The problem I have had over the years is trust, with the data and
Yeah,
trust with, yeah, trust has been the major problem I've had. So I just take my time and keep my diary very well.
yeah,
And then to make it even better for me, what I do now is the amount I have on this wallet, I just identify them wallet by wallet. So it's much more easy. I just go to the wallet for me right now and I just see, okay, on my trust, I have this. On MetaMask, I have that. On that, I have that. Then, if you understand, rather than writing them there out, because the issue I've always had is trust. You know, giving someone full control of your financial life.
yeah.
It's really a decentralized one. Mm.
Right. So would it be better for you probably to have like an accounting solution which doesn't actually have your data? For example, like accounting solution which just tracks different wallet addresses which belong to you then, but which never really handles your data at one point.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. That would be so awesome. I would love that. If I can get that kind of accounting solution, definitely it would make my day-to-day investment much more easier. It would make, paying and receiving invoice and the invoicing system very much easier because I would know how to create my invoice. I don't know if you understand what I mean. If
Right.
I know,
Yeah.
okay, I'm receiving this and the escrow system is taking 1.5%, that's automatically deductible and it's going and it's already calculated. So yes, it will be easier and price fluctuation can also easily be monitored. So yes, I'd love to have that.
Yeah, I mean, as of now, the base node closed beta is on the way, and
All
and
right.
it has those kind of features like invoicing, but we never really handle the data of anyone. So if you want to check that out, I'll give you the info after the show, I guess.
Yeah,
Uh,
sure, sure. That'll be great. That'll be great.
so if you had any tips and tricks for freelancers who are right now just using normal fiat currency, and they consider switching to crypto, what would be a tip that you would give them? What to do first and how to make the transition easy.
Yeah, what to do first? First of all, make sure you check your gas. Make sure you check gas for every transaction. Stay off ETH. Stay off it for receiving payments. I'm sorry for making payments. Stay off BTC for making payments. You can definitely receive BTC. You can definitely receive ETH, Ethereum, but for making payments, stay off it. Gas price and the price to pay for miners fee are quite expensive.
Right.
So I usually, yeah, so I'll say go for coins like Litecoin for making payments to save up on gas, because those are alternatives, just coins as alternatives. Then to make a transition easier, I think as a freelancer, you should one mistake I made earlier was, just accepting any kind of and any sort of payment without proper negotiation and find out if your job is long term or short term. Because
Yep.
if your job is going to be long term and is recurrent, and you're on a platform like okay, any tax is zero fee, but label X not zero fee, 15%. And so imagine in a month you work with a particular client and you work like 5 times, and for like, let's say, $100, that's like 15% multiplied into 5 places. That's going to be a big loss for you. It's
Right.
not really a smart way to make money. So my advice: discuss with your client, find out what and what, build trust, and just make the payment once. And if possible, you could grow trust over time, and you could make show your transactions off platforms like that and directly. Just try your best to build trust with your customers.
Yep. All right. That's a pretty good plan. If you imagine a world where every freelancer, or almost like most humans, would use cryptocurrency, how would you think that is a better world? How's it a better
Hmm.
place?
If most humans could use cryptocurrency, I said, well, it would help the unbanked sector, and it would make it easier for them to buy things on Amazon. Yeah, definitely to be a better place. I could pay for food, I could pay for drinks, I could, it could be a better place because from my computer while handling a job, I could order pizza. So it will be a better place.
Beautiful. Beautiful. All righty. That's pretty much it so far.
Yeah.
I thank you for coming on today. And before you go, where can our listeners of yours like find you in terms of if they, for example, for your services, or if they just want to ask you a question, what are the channels that you would like to put out there?
Yeah, you could find me on Label X. On Label X, it's Isreal Ufumaka, ISREALUFUMAKA.
Yeah.
Then on any tax, it's Easy X6. So you can
Right.
find it there. Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. Then again, thank you very much. We'll obviously put those infos actually in the description below.
Yeah,
And
thanks.
then again, thank you so much for coming on here. I had a really good time,
Yeah,
and
thank you.
and also thanks to our listeners for giving us the time. And we'll be back next week with another exciting freelancer. Until then, take care.
Yeah, thank you, Felix.
Bye.